I want to talk to you guys today about our video training library and why it's so important. So whenever you say you go to buy a franchise, they always make you come to them. They make you come to their headquarters and spend weeks usually, at least a couple of weeks with them as they train you on every single aspect of the business. And then they expect you to go back home and remember everything that you had in that training. We thought, isn't there a better way? So I started to think about this and I was like, well, all right, so now let's say I want to join a franchise that's located down in Texas. Now I have to drive to Texas or I have to fly to Texas. There's expense in that. Now my wife and I have to live out of motel rooms. So now you have the expense of the motel rooms. Now you have to eat out every meal because you're not home to cook it, so now you have the expense of that. Not to mention the inconvenience of being away from your own home and having someone to come over and take care of your dogs or your animals or whatever. We were like, there's got to be a better way than that. So we developed that way. It took us 2 years to put together a series of videos that we give you access to on the Mosquito Police Business website. You get an access code. As soon as you punch that code in, you have access to all of those videos. So now, not only do you not have to remember everything that you would have learned in those 2 weeks, you can go home and from your own couch, you can sit here and train yourself, you and your wife, at your leisure, at your convenience. And if you forget any of those things that maybe they taught you out there when you were down there for 2 weeks, you can go back in the video library at any time at your convenience and you'll see exactly what we were talking about. So it's always at your fingertips, okay? We thought that was a huge plus for us to have that versus having to travel, okay? There's so many things in that video library. Everything from A to Z, soup to nuts. We can talk about how to change a tire on a van, where it's located, how you do it, how you secure everything back, to what's the first thing that you should check when your pump takes a crap on you out in the field. Pump stops working. How do you fix that? So you're going to go on there. You can pull it up on your phone. Look under, changing a tire, look under troubleshooting, and you'll find that information. So it's always at your fingertips, and we thought that was extremely important to do that. Talk about how to talk to customers. Everything has to do with office work, work in the field. Let's just take dealing with customers. You may have people approach you when you're out there in the field. They want a price immediately. What should you do? These videos are all designed to help you every single step of the way so that you know what to do. So the more educated you are, the better job you're going to do at your job. And at the end of the day, makes us all more money, right? So everything from answering the frequently asked questions that customers are going to ask you. We've already got a list of those in there, and we add new ones all the time. And then your troubleshooting, your vehicle setups, how it's set up, how it's run, why it's set up this way, why we didn't do it a different way. And then there's like all your let's say your mixing. You can't remember the chemical mixes or how to mix your products properly. You can go back at your fingertips, pull that right up, and it's right there for you. So you can remind yourself constantly until you get the hang of it. And then there's all your marketing techniques. So all the marketing techniques and the marketing secrets that we use to market at a fraction of the cost of our competition. All of that's in that video training library. We try to cover every single aspect that there is. Let's say you're having trouble with your blowers. There's a section in there about troubleshooting the blowers. So that way you'll have those answers at your fingertips and you can get through with your day a lot faster if you have all this information. Then how to treat properties, how to measure properties. There's so much that goes in there, working with the wind, so on and so forth, changing your droplet size on your blowers. I mean, there's all kinds of different things. What do you do when the dogs come out when you go to a property and you're unable to spray? What actions should you take? That's all in here. What do you do when a neighbor comes up and wants a price? How do you handle that? Do you send them to the office? Do you try and deal with it on your own? All that information is in here. And it's all tried and true measures to make your life easier. So I think by us coming up with this extensive video training library, it is built to make your life easier.